What's going on, everybody? My name is Mr. Leong, and welcome back to another episode of the Starter Kit. Thanks for tuning in to all of these videos and episodes, and it's been really fun for me to make this Starter Kit, and we've learned a little bit about different types of business functions. We started off with some basics of entrepreneurship, then we moved on to finances and accounting, and then we moved on to marketing, and then I talked a little bit about strategy and competitive advantage. So now I want to do a series of videos dedicated to human resource management. Whenever you're in a business and eventually your business is going to grow to the point where you need to hire employees to work for you. So how do we recruit employees, train them, manage them, look at benefits, what happens if you have some tensions with employees. So we're going to learn about an introduction to human resource management in this special video. Now, if you haven't done so already, a friendly reminder to don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so that you're notified every time I upload a new video to YouTube. Now, in a business, there's many different types of stakeholders. The customers are important, shareholders are important as well, but oftentimes when you're in a business, you need employees to do a variety of things, such as answer the phone, or maybe they're going to handle other different tasks, such as accounting or marketing, so that you can really focus on the core business activities. So human resource management plays an integral role in ensuring that your employees are working hard, they're satisfied, they're happy, and they're working to their fullest potential. So in a business, HR plays a role in making sure that we have the best possible talent to work for your business. And you have to realize that in a business, you can't do everything by yourself. You're going to have to hire employees, and it's important to manage your employees so that they're fully productive and they're working to the best of their abilities. There are a lot of pros to having a really good task force or a workforce. One, you can delegate responsibilities and you don't have to be concerned. And second, the product of your company is going to be better because they work on certain activities. So you're going to have higher quality work, but that often comes at a cost of higher pay. So there's a fine line between you want to have the best employees, but it's often going to have to come at a higher cost. So you have to think about the benefits and costs, but also find ways to entice people to come work for you, whether that's benefits, company culture, values, and this is all related to HR. Now, when I was a manager at a summer camp, I found that it was really important that we hired activity leaders that were enthusiastic, focused, driven, and that's all part of the recruitment process. And then you train them, do orientation, and then you make sure that they have the necessary skills to be fully functioning in your business. So in this case, the summer camp, there was a clear, tangible benefit to hiring these really good activity leaders, and they provide a lot of value to the company. So let's learn a little bit more about what HR is all about. So HR functions and human resource management is all about managing your employees, and they're an important stakeholder in the organization. So human resource tasks, they include a variety of upper level and then everyday activities such as recruiting, orientation, and training. You want to be able to hire and retain talent. You want to be able to give them a good orientation, make them feel welcome to your business. And you also want to ensure that they're consistently training and learning on the job. So you want to be able to hire them and then give them opportunities to improve their craft, whether that's going to take certain courses or improving your skill set. So Google actually has a lot of online courses that might be applicable depending on your specific function or task of the business. There are some other tasks that are relevant in human resources as well. For example, compensation and payroll, discipline, resolving disputes with employees, managing safety of employees and reviewing policies and procedures, and also filing necessary paperwork. Each one of these tasks may seem, relatively easy, but if you don't do these tasks or you wait too long or they're not taken care of, they can really bite you in the future. So for example, if you don't treat your employees well, you don't give them a good salary, benefits, or compensation, they're going to leave. They're going to go to other places, and then you have to hire and train new employees. So that's going to be a big waste of time. You can also look at discipline and resolving disputes with employees. You want to create a positive work environment and culture, and that's necessary in a business. You want to make sure that you're following policies and procedures, especially with COVID running rampant. And then you also want to think about filing necessary paperwork, because maybe your employees want to go on EI, or maybe they need certain forms, like, they want to keep track of all of their pay stubs. So all of these tasks are really important, and they're often delegated to an HR department. So for example, you maybe have heard of HR through the TV show called The Office, and you have this one HR person, Toby Flenderson, seems to be doing a lot of paperwork, but all of this is really necessary and really important for the business. And if you weren't convinced, here are some other reasons why it's important that you put a little bit of emphasis on human resource management within your business or small business. At the end of the day, you want happy, driven, and motivated employees. This is going to improve productivity. And HR functions such as managing the culture, the work environment, are really important in ensuring that these employees are happy. You also want to retain and acquire good employees, because good employees, maybe they have good skill sets, and they're hard to retain because maybe they're thinking about working for other companies. So you want to do everything you can to avoid unnecessary turnover. You also want to really keep track of the proper records of your paperwork, and just in case the government wants to take a look at some of your documents or salaries or contracts. So this is all necessary. And you also want to think about corporate image and branding. If the employees find that the business is a great place to work for, they're going to spread the word. And this is really relevant in branding as well, and in your company image, because if you are a great place to work, then you think about CSR, and it looks really good for your business. So here's an example of an HR related task. So maybe the HR department has an individual who's going to create a job description and post it on a job board, such as Craigslist, LinkedIn, or maybe some other websites such as Indeed. And you have to think about job design, planning, setting the salary and compensation, and also interviewing prospective employees and hiring them. So here's an example of a job description. You have account officer, and we're looking for a detail-oriented account officer to assist in our financial department. So you have to do these responsibilities, and I cut out the other section, but it talked about skills, requirements. So all of this is related to HR, and the reason that they're doing this is you want to have the best, most qualified candidates, and you also want to communicate the specific tasks and responsibilities that the person that accepts this job is going to do. So as you can see, even for a small business, HR plays a very important role, and sometimes it can be delegated or outsourced, and some people like to do all of the HR responsibilities themselves. They're going to hire, train, and recruit, and that's totally fine. But just be careful that if you're going to handle all of these HR responsibilities themselves, it's going to be a little bit of work in ensuring that you follow all of the necessary legal requirements, such as thinking about minimum wage, work hours, and some people aren't that knowledgeable about it. So you have to do a little bit of work or research, or delegate it or outsource it. And if you're thinking about payroll, you might want to contact your bookkeeper or accountant just to make sure that everything is in line, that you're deducting the proper taxes from the paycheck, and it's all being reported to the government in a very accurate and timely manner. So HR is very relevant and important for a small business, and that's basically the introduction for the next set of videos. And I'm going to talk about recruiting, a little bit about acquiring talent, compensation, company culture. So this is going to be a little bit of a preview for the next few videos. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to leave a like, comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll see you later in the next few videos. Okay, bye bye.